everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and today we're playing as Lincoln. America, exciting. America, weird orphaned child of Britain. You went and did your own thing and oh boy, you did it weirdly. I've been looking forward to playing this leader because I've been hearing a lot about how powerful Lincoln is, namely because of the 3 units that you get. We'll talk about that in a second, but one of the things I did notice is that this is ripe for a challenge run. No longer will we just be playing Civ 6 and playing it blindly and just trying to win. No, this is going to be an Ursa challenge. Let me explain what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this start and I'm going to win a domination victory. A domination victory with Lincoln, but isn't he supposed to be peaceful? No, Lincoln is a war civ, and I'll tell you why in a second. It's a Pangea map. It's a balanced resource start with everything left the same. It's standard speed, deity difficulty. You can come to Discord and take the save file yourself if you don't want to borrow those details. No mods, no game modes, just raw, unadulterated civ. What we're going to do though is we're going to win a domination victory without building a single unit that gives me combat strength. And let me explain why. The rest of America is pretty much the same. Founding's Fathers, the Mustang film studio, it all does exactly what it says on the tin. But Lincoln brings the Emancipation Proclamation. What a bunch of fun words. I can find myself getting in quite the kerfuffle trying to pronounce those too many times, so you know, we'll give it a good go. Industrial zones give 3 loyalty per turn, okay, and the buildings, yeah, I think is it the buildings give it to you as well? No, just the zones give it to you. Plantations give 2 loyalty penalty per turn. Honestly, I'm not expecting that to do anything. Loyalty bonuses here and there are negligible. If you find your cities flipping from loyalty with that little bit of a difference, something's inherently going wrong, being absolutely honest. The fun bit is this bit. Receive a 3 melee unit after constructing industrial zones in their buildings. So not just the zone, but the building as well. That's up to 4 3 units per industrial zone fully completed. The 3 unit does not require resources when created or to maintain and receives +5 combat strength. You will remember this ability from Byzantium. Obviously the Hippodrome is slightly different, but it's the similar thing. So what I'm going to be doing today is using those 3 units and those 3 units alone. Well, not quite. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a run where I do not build or buy any unit with combat strength in any of my cities. How do I define combat strength? Well, if like an archer it has a strength of any kind, melee, ranged, anything like that, then I won't be using production or gold to buy it. Now, I haven't rigged the game in any way to get certain city-states playing. I don't know, for instance, if a CAD will be in the game. A CAD is a city-state that lets me beat down walls with melee units. It's really, really good. It means you don't have to have siege weaponry. I will not be using, well, I haven't, the ACAD might be in the game, but I haven't rigged it to be in the game. So units like battering rams and siege towers, for instance, they don't have a melee strength. So I will allow myself to pick up a couple of those. I just don't fancy smashing melee troops against steel walls, ridiculous, which is exactly what's gonna happen, right? Because eventually the cities will hit Renaissance walls and siege weaponry won't work at all. But catapults, trebuchets, for instance, they do have strings, so I will not be building those. I also will allow myself to levy city-state troops. Why? Because I find it fun. There's no other reason. I just find it fun. Anyway, can Lincoln win a domination victory just using gifted units? I think the answer is yes. Let's dive into this. And this start again, you'll be wanting to use this. Look, I have a plantation. It's a feature. We'll be using that in a second. I could cross the river in order to settle on the geothermal fissure. That would allow me having an extra science per turn in the city. It would obviously take a turn away. Is this a grassland hill? It is a grassland hill. Okay, interesting. Now already I have the ability to put a campus down there and a campus down there. Both of them are +4. I suspect this one is +5 because I believe this is probably a mountain tower that I just haven't revealed yet. So I think if I settle on the geothermal fissure, it's one or the other, right? I can't put both campuses down because, you know, I won't be able to take a second city and then build a campus next to the city centre. So we're picking one or the other. So I will say, let's not use this one. I'll save that maybe for like an aqueduct. We'll put industrial zones. Every city is going to want an industrial zone, right? Every single one. We're going to need those units as much as we can. So I am going to settle on top of the geothermal fissure. We've found ourselves another continent, and actually you can see, oh boy, there's a lot of stuff in here. That's quite a cool little mountain range. Interesting. So that is the +5 I hoped it would be, but I think there's going to be space in this sort of mountain passage for a few cities. Looks like the mountains actually go round there, so if I were to, for instance, settle a city down to the south, I could get myself another campus there. We shall investigate in due course. Now, I'm going to still be using my... Oh, it's Delicate Arch. Look at that. There we go. We could go religion this game. Oh, do I go religion this game? There's a lot of mountains here. Would mean that I could use Crusade. Oh, it's not a bad thing. I was just going to rush campuses. I think that would be the thing that I would want to do. Let's do that. I'm going to rush campuses. I think that's probably the best thing to do for me because I need to get industrial zones online as quickly as possible so I can attack before the war. So I will not be going for a religion necessarily. If the game gives me one, that's great, but I'm not going to worry about it. Did you see all this? Scout, warrior, slinger. Nope, can't build any of them. They all have melee strengths of some kind. So they are not units that I can have. I'm going to basically be having my starting warrior and that is it. So instead of getting a builder, there's no farms or anything that don't take text to get. I will be going straight into a monument. No heroes and legends this game, so it is just a monument, but it's good fun nonetheless. Look, there we go. Astrology and a tribal hut. A nice little glut of era score for me there. Oh, double furs. Nice. Actually, that's a quite good thing. Oh, a recon unit. This is one of the few ways I'm going to be able to actually pick up units is basically by getting 3 units from the map in some way. So this scout that came in. Oh, I'm still not over the fact that it's cats. I find it so weird. They're so big and prowly. Oh, I'm going to go and have a look in here. Oh, wow. Look at that. This is like a real little mountain valley. This is awesome. Just saying that, we're going to have a barb attack, aren't we? I can just tell already. I'll get my warrior to come back down and defend. I'm really not going to have many units, but I need to send my scout out to go and make sure that we can find some city-states. Look how weird this mountain path is. Isn't this cool? That's Singapore, by the way. And nobody's met Singapore yet. Good. That could be a city-state for me to take over and to levy a few units so that I can use them for my own nefarious deeds. But I'm thinking of a bit of a master plan, a bit of a crazy master plan here. If I were to put a campus on this tile, there's 4 mountains there, there's 4 mountains here, and then I was to sync it all up with a beautiful government plaza. Look at that. +7, +6, +5. So I would have to have a city down here and I'd have to have a city over there. But if I did that, I mean, that would be pretty cool. Craftsmanship in the tribal hut, that's okay, fine. It's not really what I wanted to see, but never mind. My warrior is back down now. We're going to go and try and deal with these scouts. Settlers, builders, things like that, they're fine to build in my cities because they don't have a combat strength. But, oh yeah, look at this. Here come the barbs. Thank goodness I got my warrior back in time. That's all I can say. We're going to basically be taking a defensive stance here. I'm in my territory. I'm on a hill. I'm going to fortify. They'll attack me. They can't get into Washington. There's nothing to plunder anyway, so I'm not too worried about barbs at this stage, but I don't want to be fighting them by trying to push through. Germany. Okay, well, Germany has lots of industrial zones, so are they good to have as neighbours or bad? If I take their cities over, I guess I'm going to lose out on free troops, aren't I? So maybe they're bad neighbours. Who knows, eh? Who knows? Do I want to put some turns into getting a settler, or do I want to put some turns into getting a builder? I'll go for a settler for now, and then we'll switch immediately over to the campus, I think. A couple of turns of fortification on this hill. Yeah, look, they're barely doing any damage to me now. I'm actually healing pretty much all the health that they're dishing to me, so that is lovely. Vilnius, another city-state. So Singapore gives me production for trade routes to foreign civilizations. That's quite handy. Vilnius makes theatre squares better. Theatre squares are not really going to be something I'm going to get too excited with. Not really what I was going to go for today, but I'll keep it in mind. You never know. Now I have the barbs under control. I'm going to go for survey because people keep telling me in the comments that survey is really good for scouts. I still think the scouts die really quickly, so we'll put that to the test now, and we'll go God King to get the Pantheon. Lovely. 2 turns left on writing. I didn't need the combat strength here because honestly my fortified little warrior is doing lovely. Now I am 50-50 on this actually. I am 50-50. Do I want to try and build the campus now and get that down first, or do I want to finish my settler and then get the campus down? The settler will go over here. I'll be able to put it, I mean the problem is that this is a deer tile and a wood tile, so I'm going to need animal husbandry and mining to put the campus down on that tile. So I might need to give myself a little bit of extra space, so I will get the campus first. Okay, I think I've decided that. So I'm going to get the campus down, then I'll finish the settler. That'll let me level up to a 3-pop city. In the meantime, I'll go animal husbandry, mining, and then we'll work from there. Yeah, this one warrior warrior has actually just destroyed an entire barbarian foundation. Like, generations of barbarians have been turning up for hundreds of years and just smashing themselves against this one unit, the Watchers on the western flank. No one will ever break through. Beautiful stuff. You love to see it. And I love the fact barbarians are just going for it. They're like, yep, we may die here, but we're going to just keep attacking anyway because it's fun. I'm going to go straight to state workforce, actually, because if I can pop down that government plaza quickly, I think having the extra governors is going to work really nicely. Oh, Germany like me because I don't have a city-state ally yet. I will do soon, Germany. Don't you worry. I'm saving up my gold. I will absolutely be looking to do a warrior rush. If I can find a good iron deposit, you bet I'm going for Germany with that city-state. You bet I am. France. Okay, France are actually quite difficult to attack normally because they do get more diplomatic visibility, so they always have a lovely +3 strength bonus against you. But look at that campus. Bam. Oh yes, that is what we wanted to see. Lovely stuff. Right, let's go see if we can find this barb encampment. It's going to be somewhere down here. There's a slinger. Of course there's a slinger. Oh, there's always a slinger. That is 20 faith. That's a pantheon. Good. And we can upgrade my scout to give it alpine, and then we can run onto the hills and look like just try and run away. Is that going to be a faith city-state? Looks like it might be. Armar, yep. Okay, Pantheon time. What do we reckon? I'm going to try and remove pretty much all of these different bits and pieces, but I could give myself Divine Spark. That would give me more scientist points. How many campuses have been built at this early stage of the game? Am I the first? I am the first. I'd have to get a library down, but that would be one thing I could do. God of Craftsmen would mean that this horse would get improved by 1 production. The camp I'm going to get rid of. This deer I'm probably going to get rid of that tile, so that's not super useful for me. Free builder in the capital would be really cool, and you know I like city growth rate. That 10% bonus is a really, really useful thing, so I'm tempted to pick that up immediately as well. I'm just going to work that for a little bit of extra food as well. Reeds and marshes is an option as well, because there is a bunch of marsh above me. Like, actually including this tile in my capital, I do have a marsh that I could work at this early stage of the game. I like reeds and marshes. Generally speaking, any game that you go through it tends to be a good game. In fact, actually, there's another marsh there. There's some marsh everywhere that I'd be looking to settle. And I think is that desert floodplain as well over there? It is. Okay, reeds and marshes. I think that's going to set us up for joy later into the game. So we've now got a beautiful 3-2 tile that I'm going to work. I've got a 3-1 tile I'm going to work. That's looking much better. Next up, bronze working. I want to find my iron. I want to know whether or not a city-state rush is going to be a good thing or a bad thing. France has gone desert folklore. Germany are going to get annoyed by that. I'm hoping the slinger is going to move to this tile to attack the city. Then I'll counterattack, and then I've got that hill tile again to defend against a warrior that's coming through. If this works, I'm going to be a diplomatic genius, a military genius, I should say. Nope, they took a different path, so they did me that. Never mind. Do I want to wait 3 turns for that settler to go down? What I'm thinking is I can put my government plaza down when I hit population 4. Yeah, I'm going to hold off finishing that settler just for a few turns whilst I get whilst I get the steak workhouse done. Ah, steak. Clearly on my mind. What's in the goodie hut? Oh my goodness, that is an unguarded barbarian. And I just healed myself. And I got 10 experience. Oh my goodness, what was that? Crazy amounts of era score. Love it. Bronze working. Where is the iron? There's some iron over there. There's some iron there. Okay, we've got some good sources of iron for ourselves. Perfect. We should be able to get a lovely little early game army going if I do levy a city-state. So that's what we're going to probably end up doing. Levying Singapore. It looks like Germany's gone Vilnius anyway, which is wonderful. So we'll go for Singapore. I'll levy them, upgrade to swordsman, rush. I think that's a great idea. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Let's get iron working, ready to do that. So there's the government plaza. I can pop that down, which I'm going to quickly do. Let's just lock in the production. Finish the builder, finish the settler, finish the government plaza in that order. And I'm also going to get Armani into Singapore to levy the city-state troops when I can. And pick up military tradition nice and early as well. That gives me the ability to get support and flanking bonuses. Something that I definitely need to be looking at soon, because we're going to want to use that relatively soon. In our next game, Discipline. It's time to get some barbarian strength, because these barbarians are proving annoying. In Gazagamu, that would be fantastic if this was a game where I could buy or produce units, wouldn't it? but alas, it is not. Okay, right, these barbs are proving annoying. All of the tiles that I would like to take over right now are all being guarded by barbarians, and that is really, really frustrating. I'm going to use my builder, I think, here to get myself a little bit of a win. So I'm going to move my builder. Actually, no, right, settle down this way. Let's go this way. Move you back there. I need to clear these barbarians if I can. And I really need you, Singapore, to use that warrior to kill that slinger. Nope, they're just sitting there. Fine, I'm going to have to do that myself, but that's really frustrating, but okay. Oh, Germany don't like the fact that I'm now suzerain of Singapore. Yay for me. What are you building there? Pyramids. Oh, thank you. Yes, Germany, build pyramids for me. That's a lovely thing to do. Looks like Germany actually have levied Vilnius, so they had almost exactly the same idea as me. Oh, look, the barbarians are now bringing archers. They're now bringing archers. Oh, you love it, don't you? You have to love not being able to produce an army. I'm going to have to levy Singapore with its 7 warriors just so that I can kill some barbarians. That's the craziness of this game. Like, it's gonna go mad. Fortify there for a turn. Oh, painful. This is painful. I think what I'm probably going to end up doing instead is I'm settling round on this tile. I'll get some citrus involved, which would be nice. These are plantations, but oh dear, oh dear, it's not good really, is it? But I think I'm going to use my builder to actually chop down the deer and the woods to clear this space for the other city. I think that's got to be what I have to do. That's the government plaza finished though. Now that I've got our money, I think we've got to go Pingala. It's always the best start. I think I'd still swear by it, and we'll go from that for now. Iron working, yeah, I'd love to get an iron mine in. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? Really helpful. Really, really helpful. In the meantime, I think all I can do is go masonry in order to get walls up, which is a ridiculous thing to say, unless I somehow just get more culture. Oh man, even being able to build a slinger right now would be such a helpful thing. Let's go for one more builder. I'm going to end up chopping it out anyway, and then we'll go for the settler, go for 3 cities. I think the only way I'm probably going to reliably beat barbarians in this run is to use the visibility bonuses of my cities to do the good work. Oh, this archer's going to shred my warrior to bits. Really frustrating. There's another barb encampment over there that's starting to spawn horsemen as well, which is a bit frustrating. Now, one way around Lincoln's ability is to effectively settle on top of the citrus, and if I did that, then I'd be in a lovely situation where I wouldn't get the negative loyalty, but I'd be out of range of this campus, which is kind of what I wanted to do there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to settle up on this tile because I can be close to Singapore and steal as many of these tiles as I can. This city's going to be growing nicely for me, which is good. I'm going to chop out this tile, and actually I might use that to chop out something in New York. Another monument maybe? Yeah, I could chop out the campus, or I could just, no, let's chop out the monument and then we'll get the campus going after that point. Do I want to just wait and hopefully get the iron mine improved, considering how many barbarians are in this area? I don't know. I think unlocking ironworking is probably a good thing, but no, I probably should go for apprenticeship, shouldn't I, and just rush that so I can get my own units together. Let's go archery. Yeah, I'm being torn between about 3 different strategies at the moment, and I think every single one of those strategies is a poor one. To put it bluntly. Oh my goodness, look how many barbs are here. Oh, this is horrendous. Horrendous, I say. So let's buy this tile, and then I can switch it over like that, and then I can start to chop 30 production. We should be able to get the monument finished, and then I can put the campus down on that tile after as well. Oh, olives. Olives have now got a meteor on them. Okay, this is good. Singapore's losing all of its army to barbarians, which makes it cheaper for me to levy, but is also blunting my ability to attack Germany really early on. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, really. But I'm going to get the campus down. It says 45 turns at the moment. Don't believe that necessarily. I think that will get better, but yeah, oh, painful. But I need that 3 unit, and I need it badly, so let's just go and collect it with my scout. Foreign trade, traders, trade routes, all of these things are now good possibilities for me. Lovely. Actually, out of everything in my capital, the library, the campus, all of that is relatively safe, so I'm just going to try and build one. Why not? That'll be quite nice. Oh, somebody's really chugging through the scientist points at the moment. I would love the 3 library scientists. She is amazing. I can pick her up, be very happy. Look how many barbs around me. Oh, 3 archers, 3 warriors, and a scout. That's too much. I feel like that is too much. Did Germany finish the pyramids? They almost did. They almost did. I think that's great. I'm gonna definitely not steal that. Definitely not. Oh my goodness. Singapore is finally starting to come and attack these barbs for me. That's wonderful. Took you long enough, I think, is the official phrase that I will be saying to them, but I'm going to take it. Good on them. So I managed to kill one of the archers. Singapore killed one of the other troops. That's great. This archer, if I were to go and kill round, I think I'd leave my unit a little exposed, so I can't do that right now, but we are slowly getting ourselves a little bit of space. There is a citrus. Now this actually means this city now has -2 loyalty, I believe, which is relatively amusing, but I do have a citrus, and I could, in theory, sell that citrus for gold. That would let me levy those units, which I think I'm gonna do this because I do have another citrus that could be worked very soon. So let's do we do that? Actually, if I just do this and then I can levy like that. Perfect. We're gonna get a normal age, by the way, but I'm pretty sure that's probably the best that I'd be able to do. I'm just gonna, do I force work iron? I keep clicking on this. I keep meaning to go archery. Why am I doing that? Oh, ironworking just finished itself. Okay, well, there you go. That's because we just rolled to the next stage. We are in a normal age. I would love it if I got 3 inquiry, so I got eurekas points every time I got a eureka or a building that gave me science. These are all lovely things. And that is a 3 military unit, specifically a heavy chariot. Lovely. Let's get this industrial zone sorted as quickly as possible. Pingala, give yourself researcher. Thank you. Germany is using troops to protect a settler here. Now they have intel on my movements, which is not going to change. They've got oligarchy. Germany went oligarchy, which is a bit annoying because I thought I'd get a little bit of a bonus on that one. But if I can trap this settler in, I may actually end up attacking it in order to steal the settler, because I'm a bit like that. Come on, let's try and knock these barbarians back. We can do it. This will give me so much more freedom. Library finished. 24 science per turn. Good. These are things that we like to see. If I were to go currency, I would need horseback riding as well. So I need a pasture. I need a trade route. All these are very, very legitimate things that I need. Let's go for a builder quickly because again, I've got all of these tiles that I want to improve, but I haven't been able to thus far. Their resource as well. Trading that with France, and I'll take a luxury back from them in return. So made a little bit of gold out of that transaction. That's lovely. Oh, is this the opportunity we were looking for? They've left themselves on a hill there. It's not super attackable, but there's very few places they can go from here that actually they'd be able to escape me with. So I have to move you to there and keep you there. The only place they could go is this tile, and I think I'd have enough. No, hang on. And if I move to there, then I think I can steal the settler next turn. I think that's a thing. No, they slipped through to that tile. Okay. I don't actually know if we'll have enough. No, we don't have enough combat strength. That's frustrating. Or do we? They will lose diplomatic visibility against me if we were to start this attack. But I lose all of the element of surprise. That is the only problem here. They would be able to attack me pretty quickly. Looks like they're building walls around all their cities as well, which is frustrating. Means I'm going to have to build siege equipment, which means I should probably go and use masonry quickly. Oh, you know what? I reckon I can do it. I reckon, fortune favors the bold and all of that. So let's go and see if I can, sneakily just ask for some gold up front for a luxury. And open borders as well. 40 gold? Come on, you can do that. 30 gold. Okay, I'll take 30 gold from you. Surprise war. Oh, I feel dirty every time I do it, yet I really don't. Oh, France doesn't want in on the war, you boring sausage. I just moved the unit across so that I've got maximum flanking bonus, +6 now. But I use my scout to make the first attack. You'll notice, actually, that they've lost the diplomatic visibility with me, which is good. I'm going to attack with this unit first because I want this unit to be the one that comes in to steal the settler, so that this one is still adjacent to the spearman, so that I can attack that spearman later. But I think I'm probably going to end up pulling back to more defensible locations and letting that spearman attack me. That way it doesn't get the defensive strength for attacking, or me attacking it on the hill. Lovely. Germany are going to just run away. Cool. I think I'm going to use this settler to get some iron and some horses. Somewhere safe that I can go. I mean, I could settle up on this area and just try and stop France from expanding down. There are furs, there is ivory, there's a lot of stuff in this area, but I don't necessarily know if I want to be just fighting Vilnius like this. I guess this would give me loyalty in the area if I kept a city down here, so that's not a bad idea. Gives me somewhere to upgrade my troops. I don't have any iron though. Iron is so important for this plan to work. I think I need the iron. Yep, let's do it. I'm just gonna go and retreat and get the iron. Let's do that. But yeah, we've actually managed to upgrade a couple of these units now, which is cool. We need siege equipment for Berlin, but I've got a city relatively close. I am only 1 turn away from a battering ram. Once I get there is a masonry boost that I could get here actually, which is quite a cool thing. And there's political philosophy. We're gonna go straight for oligarchy. That +4 combat strength neuters and cancels out German ability. We need a great general as soon as we can. Discipline, looking good. Urban planning, looking good. I think Gogi would be handy if I could actually use my production to build units. I can't. So we'll put conscription in instead. Oh, finally some improvements. There's the quarry. That gives me masonry. Within boosting range of currency, I'm within boosting range of horseback riding. So we're just going to drop into wheel quickly. I've got this. It's going to go and improve to get the pasture. For the first time, my capital feels a little bit safe. Just a little bit safe. Not fully safe. Just a little bit safe. Here is the pasture. There's horseback riding. And there's the encampment. We finally found it. I finally found it. We're going to push down. We're going to see if we can claim it. If I can stick a city down here, get this campus up and running, that'd be awesome. This campus is still not running. New York is still terrible as a city, but it's okay. I'm also going to beeline recorded history. I think 100% campus adjacency is going to work well against Germany. They've got a lot of science. Germany always get a lot of science, but we're going to see if we can fight that. There's the battering ram as well. Perfect. So we've got some siege equipment. I think that should be fine. There is the iron mine. That gives me wheel. Beautiful. Currency is up and running very soon. Apprenticeship is what I want to do next, but we'll just pick up engineering whilst I wait for that to happen. We've got this builder on the way. I'm going to put my settler on top of the horses because it's within range of the natural arch. The delicate arch gives me the era score for that. It means I'm also picking up horses now, and I've got the iron that I can improve imminently. It's only 3 gold per turn, but it's a trade route, and that gives me currency. Oh, we're waiting for all of these boosts, and it's taken me a long time, but we're doing it. Apprenticeship. Oh, industrial zone. This is the thing. I'm going to unlock man-at-arms, right? That will mean that as soon as I build the industrial zone, I will get a 3 man-at-arms. As soon as I get the workshop, I will get a 3 man-at-arms. Both of these will have 5 extra combat strength. I can get any great general, which I'm looking to do. That'll be 55 strength, 59 with oligarchy. There is a chance here that I can win this war against Germany, but I just have to hold out until I am in any state to be defending and attacking properly, because right now my back is against the wall and I am stuck. Second iron mine is down. I need a 3rd mine. Where am I going to put my 3rd mine? Doesn't really matter, but I've only got 1 charge on this builder, so I guess it does matter. Take me 6 turns to get to this town. I mean, New York is working some stuff over in that direction. That could be somewhere cool to do it. Yeah, sod it, why not? And luckily, that is the encampment defeated. Oh, I cannot tell you how excited I am to see that. Blimey. Germany wants peace, but they're not having it. They're not having it. Not while Singapore is distracting their troops. I could charge in and attack Berlin, but I'm going to lose these Singapore troops. I'm going to start getting my own free troops soon, and they're going to be way more powerful, but I feel like right now, with Germany's defences as they are, this is the wrong time to be invading. I might be wrong, but I feel like I need to at least try and upgrade my troops. Singapore, I've only got them for 14 turns more, and if I start upgrading them now, I'm going to lose all of the ability to generate enough gold to actually run these through. I mean, France at the moment is basically my sole supplier of gold. They're doing nicely for me. How much is an upgrade to a swordsman? 110 and 20 iron. Sounds quite American saying that. 110 and 20 iron. Maybe I'll wait until I get a couple of men-at-arms and then we'll go from there. Ooh, that was a bad place to leave your catapult, friend. Can I get the kill on it? No, not quite yet, unfortunately. That's a bit frustrating. Never mind. Still though, that is the mine that I need for apprenticeship. 2 turns. And men-at-arms is a thing. I'm just working on getting Washington's population to 7. I want to be able to build that industrial zone as quick as I can, because it's going to be quite an expensive build. Same for that builder. Yeah, no, we need gold. We need a lot of gold. We need vast amounts of gold. I'm not going into gold per turn trades with France because they like me minus 18. So the chance of them flipping on me and attacking is pretty high. I'm just banking the gold for now. I think it's better for me that way. Apprenticeship. Okay, this is where we start to get a little bit angry with the world. This is my warrior. Hello, warrior. 250 gold, 20 iron, 1 man-at-arms. It's not going to be enough to take on Germany single-handedly, but it's the start of an army, and that's all that we can ask for. This pasture, I would love to keep. 48 food from chopping it pushes me towards 7 population, and I'm wondering if that's the thing to do. 62 food needed to grow population. Yeah, I think that's worth it. That's going to take me pretty much all of the way to the top. 3 turns away now. Okay, we can get ourselves into a space so we can get the industrial zone sorted quickly. So we're starting to get into the place where we are building industrial zones in all of our cities, and I'm going to chop down this wood in order to then build the industrial zone in a beautiful, lovely 4 turns. That is going to be wonderful. Got another builder here. My capital is finally starting to get its act together. We're going to start producing loads and loads of units. However, what I'm thinking is, do I want to just beeline muskets? Because if I get 3 units, that would be really cool. Would it not? I think it would. So let's go for construction. Then it's after that stirrups. I like stirrups. We'll go feudalism for now because I think I can rush by building a watermill afterwards in my capital. So we'll do that. But yeah, so far so good. Singapore, I'm going to lose the troops in like 4 or 5 turns, but I'm just saving up a little bit of gold. And don't forget, I have France to help with this. They are basically just funneling me gold, all of the good stuff. I'm not upgrading the city-state troops as well. Those are not really, I don't want to because I want to be able to buy them back cheaply, but also they're going to disappear very soon, so it's just not worth it. Oh, Germany are really starting to offer me bigger peace deals now. They only have 53 military strength. For whatever reason, they've managed to they've killed all of the units that they had. Not entirely sure what they've done there. I mean, I know I killed quite a few of them, but not all of them, you know? And there we go. There we go. Industrial zone finished. Man-at-arms has now been done. Now, I believe there is still a little bit of a bug with this particular patch because I think I'm still getting luxuries from industrial zones, which I think is something they were going to do with the game and then they patched out, but I don't know about that. Maybe I could be working that out, but I think Washington's actually happier than it should be right now. We'll see. So I'll keep an eye on that. I'm not entirely sure if that's a thing or not, but this 1 extra troop, and this one has, look at this, no resources to maintain, and it's got +5 combat strength, which makes it a 50 strength unit as well, which is just lovely to see. So many plantations. Again, I really think the Lincoln ability could be a bit more penalizing because it just doesn't feel like it really does anything, like, at all. But, you know, I mean, I get the historical context and it's an interesting way of doing it, but I just feel like it could have been a bit more interesting. I don't know, something's missing from that particular aspect of the ability. Oh, wow. Man-at-arm barbarians. I wonder who's been producing man-at-arms that's been making the world, you know, take those. 1 turn remaining on Singapore, by the way. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for my reinforcements to arrive, but I'm also waiting for Singapore to take its troops back. I'll let it refresh. Like so. Oh, they actually upgraded one for me. That's both useful and not useful, because now it's 460 gold to take them back. Okay. Well, it's not very handy, but I guess if they're gonna just, you know, reinforce the troops, then that's fine. Alright, well, you know, I think I'm just going to attack now. I think it's probably... I'll pick the city-state back up at some point. I've got my 2 man-at-arms. They're really powerful. There's a man-at-arms in Singapore that's doing well as well. But yeah, let's get grants. I'm actually getting decent great people now, and it's the engineers that I'm looking to stack up a little bit, and that'll help in my capital beautifully. But we've recorded history. I should now be able to go natural philosophy like so, and hey presto, beautiful. Oh, I really, really want a great general. How many have gone? We're still in the classical era, so it's just a question of how many have gone. Oh, I think I might need to just purchase that one from in front of Germany. Oh, that'll be my Singapore money going, but I am producing my own army now, so maybe it's worth it. If I can find whoever France has found, they found somebody. That is another trading partner for me. The Zulu. Zulu are somewhere in that direction, so that's what we're really hoping for. 380 gold. I swear we can do that if France is just willing to play ball a little bit, which they are. There we go. Then I can produce it. I think there's only 4 generals. If there's 5, no, there was 4. So that was absolutely the right thing to do. If we had waited, then I would have not got a general. So, oh, that actually is brilliant for me. I'm just going to cross this river now to Berlin. Their city attacks are a little bit annoying, but as you can see, I should be able to attack Berlin pretty handily, which is pretty awesome. Now, my troops aren't invincible. So, you know, they're not going to win the battle for me single-handedly. Oh, that's a flood as well. I think a flood just took out the enemy defenses rather than my troops, but yeah, I need to be a little bit careful. The general. I want the general involved as quick as possible. 1 attack, 2 attacks. War's gone. Good. Bring this unit round. Next turn. Yeah, I need the general involved as soon as possible. Flip over to New York. Then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles and then get to there. I think that will work out perfectly. I think, assuming I can keep my units alive. Yeah, they're panicking now, Germany. Germany is now panicking, but that is okay. We like to see the panic. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's only the 1. Oh, but I have a promotion. Look at that. Perfect. Let's give this unit... I want to get down to urban warfare as quickly as possible. So commando. Do 1 more attack on Berlin. Yeah. Okay, this is good. We've got some good strength troops now. I think we've broken through on Germany. There's the Zulu, which is awesome. I think you obviously will have met Germany. Yeah, they really don't like them. So can we get you to join in on this war? Yes, we can. Perfect. Oh, that makes a big difference for me. There's the citrus that I'm selling for a lot of gold. There's the ivory that I'm getting myself as well. We sold a bit of that. Can we sell some iron? Yeah. Okay, Zulu wanted iron and people want that. Open borders. That's a really good little bit of trade that the Zulu have offered me there. Perfect. I still need to get 460 gold to get Singapore back, but in the meantime, we're doing good. The best bit is that this encampment is actually belonging to Berlin. Oh, they've just improved their troops. I think they will have just got a man-at-arms of their own, unfortunately, but that's fine. Oh, no, the general. I meant to move the general forward. Is that going to be the kill? Oh, so close. So close. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go and see if we can push gunpowder. That's to build an aqueduct and then to build an armory. I think the city has an armory? No, it doesn't. Oh, that's a shame. But we should get one of those pretty soon. It looks like I can make friends with Zulu. They have 600 army. I'm going to do that. I want an alliance with Zulu. Then we can do military alliance. It's a Lincoln Zulu special, you know? That's exactly what nature intended. And then, as per usual, my military ally will be my last target, because I'm lovely. Byzantium. Hello. Yes, I'd love to know where your capital is. France doesn't like me anymore. That's fine. They were my trade partner, but I don't need them anymore. There's a Byzantium missionary. Are you the ones with Feed the World? Yeah, they're the ones with Feed the World. I'm going to go and take that. Thank you. Oh, they just traded loads of horses with me as well. Perfect stuff. Thank you, Byzantium. Oh, all the luxuries as well. That means Singapore, I can now, assuming I've got good control over them, which I do, we can now levy these troops once again, get them on side, which is looking lovely. Berlin flips to me. Military training is boosted. Keep the city. Rebellion in 4 turns, which is not ideal, but I think we're going to be doing good. How much for a knight upgrade? 320. It's not too bad, you know. I got Byzantium in the war against Germany as well. Oh, lovely. This man at arms is going to attempt to single-handedly kill Cologne. I think it's going to be a tough ask, but we'll give it a good go. You never know. You never know how effective these things are going to be. Berlin is going to flip in 3 turns, which isn't super handy. I don't want to bring Pingala out of my city, but I think I might have to temporarily in order to keep that city on board. Yeah, that sucks. Unless I put Omani across, then I'd lose Singapore. Then I would lose Singapore unless I can do something to get another envoy at Singapore, which I actually do have a spare envoy. So let's do that. Perfect. Now I can move Omani across. That is squeaky, but we just about did it. That should give me another 2 turns? Yeah, 5 turns now. Good. Germany have given me another settler. It's amazing how many they're willing to give me this game. I love it. Barbarian Outpost puts me into a golden age. I have 3 turns left for that, but a golden age is an amazing thing and we love to see it. There's the workshop completed in my capital. That's another man at arms that I'm going to throw to the front line. Perfect. We're also then going to do ancient walls to try and unlock aqueducts, and then we'll go Warlord's Throne because Lincoln is gonna get? He's gonna get constitutional on people. Look how much extra production my city has with my pantheon as well. Oh yes, the pyramids, of course. That's the best and sort of most secret bit about this whole thing. Big peace deals from Germany there, but no, not gonna happen. Oh, Cologne just stuck walls up as I was killing it. That's not fun. Meanies, absolute meanies. Okay, fine, we'll have to bring a battering ram over to there in a second. I think this 7 population city is gonna be the one I want first, though. It's really annoying that, because I had that city absolutely surrounded, but never mind. Let's actually retreat for a second. Let's pull back. Gonna flip cards around just a small amount. +2 loyalty per turn for cities with a garrisoned unit, and Praetorium gives me 2 loyalty per turn to cities as well. That should mean that this city's now on +3 loyalty. Yeah, okay, that will survive now for about 6 turns. So we've just given ourselves a little bit longer on that one. And here is one more man at arms. I'm producing a few of them now. Reinforcements are on the way, and we're doing great. And here's the Golden Age as well. Okay, loyalty has sorted itself out. Oh, Germany's in a Dark Age. That is wonderful. Nobody's gone for religion. This could be a time to get my own religion and to go for crusade. I'm always tempted by that, and so it shall be. Let's do it. I just, any game where I can get crusade is a good game. It's a wonderful ability. Let's move you to around there. I'm going to pillage to heal rather than use my unit just to heal naturally. We'll bring you to there, and then there, and then there, and then we can go 1 attack followed by 2 attacks. Let's get this city destroyed. 2 more industrial zones are now just about to get finished as well. So that's 2 more 3 units. I would love it if I got culture bombs, seeing as I'm just about to get some new districts, and I'd love it if people sent me traderies. I don't really care who actually ends up winning those. Unmet player, Basel, nah, it doesn't matter. There's military engineer, there's Niter, but more importantly, we're now on course for gunpowder, so my 3 units are going to become muskets, which is a lovely thing. 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks, like that. Oh yes, lovely stuff. In fact, actually, we might just go and pillage this campus for a little bit of extra tasty nutrition. 19 gold per turn. No, Germany, no. No. You settled near me, and that was your mistake. A scientist, but it's a medic. Actually, if I'm going to get 1 scientist in a war game, that's not the bad one to do. I don't know if I can be bothered to... do I want to just use them as a medic? No, I'm going to actually retire them quickly and then have passive healing. Is it better? Probably not, but it's less effort, and that's the main thing. I'm also just going to... Oh, I can't quite move my policies around just yet. I was going to get the raid card in so that I could get more science when I pillage. But right now, it's probably not the highest priority, so that's okay. Pillage. I think we might be able to even go 1-2 attack on this city. Oh, not quite. Not quite the 1-2 attack, but that's okay. Oh, Germany's have crossbows now. That's not fun. It's not fun at all. Never mind. We'll continue pillaging. I want to get those muskets as soon as I can. Actually, I should have pillaged and changed my cards over beforehand. Never mind. Get rid of that. Okay, what am I going to do? First envoy counts as 2. That's going to be weirdly useful. And I think we're going to go for... Oh no, we don't even have the pillaging card just yet. It was a total waste of time. Never mind. Let's go defensive buildings. I'm building a few of those. And then I can go 1 attack, 2 attacks like that. And the city is a mine. And loyal as well. Brilliant. St. Louis. Okay, that's furs and ivory nearby. I don't have furs, so it's a good city, that one. Perfect. I like the fact that I've stolen more cities from Germany, both settlers and also just generally in war, than I've actually built by myself, just in any level. Yeah, I'll lie to you all I can. It's fine. How is this city not unloyal yet? Wow, that's amazing. Germany are actually holding on to that one. It looks like Zulu might have started this fun against Aachen for me, which is lovely. So I'm going to come in and just attack after they've done everything. But, I mean, I can do some pillaging in these cities as well, so that's pretty good for me. We've got Victor. I'm going to stick Victor in my conquered city just to build the loyalty up in it. I've got the Warlord's Throne. That's more production in all of my cities now. But my capital's got really not much it can do. I can't produce units at all. Anything with military strength, it's not allowed under the challenge. So because of that, my cities don't really have much they can do. I'm going to build a couple of battering rams to send them over to the front line, but then it's all going to be traders and builders and settlers and all that sort of stuff. I'll Australia. I knew there would be somebody who had more science than me. It just was always going to happen. They're on 27 techs, I'm on 16. Oh yeah, Australia are doing absolutely everything they can to be sciencing to the next world. Never mind, let's get a good trade deal with them before they realise that I'm a huge warmonger. Actually, you know what? We just got a huge trade with them. That worked really well. And some snuffly trufflies. Even better. Perfect. That'll actually keep my war economy going for a long time. Looks like Aachen is now surrounded, which is a lovely, wonderful thing. I've got my great general in. There's no rush. Zulu are doing quite a lot of damage to the city just by me being here. I'm going to just spend some time pillaging. I think that's the best thing that I can do. We'll let that city flip naturally. I think this unit will become a very good man at arms soon. Cologne, I'm hoping I can probably make peace with Germany and then they'll loyalty out and destroy themselves pretty quick. And then it's all about attacking France and Vilnius. I'm going to take this city-state out if I can and head north. I'm slowly starting to erode into France's cities to the south, just from loyalty pressure alone, really. That's quite fun. In fact, actually, should we just get ourselves a builder? Might do. Should we do that? Let's do that. Let's get a builder in St. Louis, and then I can start improving things, build the population of that city up. It'll be lovely. Well, Congress is about to meet. It's not about me, though. Phew. I was literally just thinking that I was about to lose all the gold per turn that I'd produced. Oh, Zulu failed to take the city. That's a shame, isn't it? I'll take it for you. Don't you worry. Lovely stuff. Now, Cologne. Oh, it will lose loyalty, especially if I start fixing these cities up. They do have a settler. Germany might pull themselves back into this game. It's just whether or not I want to knock them out. The city's got an encampment. It's got a campus. These things are good for me. They do have a crazy amount of crossbow defense, and I'm not a fan of crossbow defense. It's just frustrating, if nothing else. What will they give me? 4 piece. Will you give me gold per turn and all of your spoils? Almost all of your spoils. I can always take them out later. Let's do it. I'm going to take the peace, take the gold, and then I'll open borders it up quickly, like that. I can move my troops through, and we're going to go and attack Vilnius now, and then France after that point. Lincoln is on the march. Unfortunately, Zulu are my friend, but they do have 500 military, so I don't really necessarily want to charge straight into them. They would be a little tricky to defeat. The best way I can knock Germany out of the game quickly is to repair everything. This will improve all my food, it will let me grow the cities out, and the loyalty pressure is going to, I can do another 8 loyalty pressure on top of the loyalty pressure I'm already doing, so that's pretty nice for me. We like this. I'm getting civil service. That's when a city gets to 10 pop, which is fine, but I might just quickly pick up feudalism, get 6 farms. I've got almost 6 farms, but if I can do that fast, that'll be awesome, because then I can get better builders, because I'm going to start producing builders in a second. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, I Am, Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Gratis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan. Thanks everyone!